People worry a lot about, will there be growth or recession ahead? And it's legitimate to see why people would worry about that. It's a perfectly logical concern. The best way to see that looking forward is the Conference Board's leading economic index series, which is constructed from components varied slightly by country that tend to predict those countries' future economic growth or recession. And they're called leading indexes because the collection of them has a very good capability to predict, will the economy go up or down? And the fact is, simply said, that if you look at America or you look at Western Europe, which is also calculated for several of those countries plus the Eurozone as a whole, or some other countries singularly like Britain or Japan, you can see that overall, right now, we don't have a problem with growth. We overall see a world where a few countries are staggering and the bigger bulk of the bigger part of the global economy is actually growing. But those indicators, ones like the yield curve, tend to be forward predicting indicators, and they're put together with weightings that are good at predicting the economy. There's a long history of them. If you go to the Conference Board's website, you can not only go through each of the 10 components for each country to see what they are, but you can also see how they've performed in the past. And if you do that, you tend to become a believer, as am I, in their predictive ability to tell you, overall, are we going up or going down? I'm going to give you a real simple guideline. If they're high and rising, you don't have to worry at all. You'll be able to tell if you go to the Conference Board's website for LEI, simple Google search. If they're high and rising, you'll be able to tell if they're high. If they're high and rising, click on the chart, see the history. If they're high and rising, that country's in good shape. The region's in good shape if for the region. If they're high but not rising, there's a little more worry. If they're below 100, which is sideways, and they're falling, you got to be real concerned. Little bits of wiggles when they've been high and rising typically aren't concerned, as are little wiggles in anything. But when we look at the world today, most of the world is high and rising, and that's a good thing.